somewhere around Halloween.
Well, I mean, that'd be more than 30 days ago.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, those are crazy Halloween costumes. You can't find that Tide Pod Halloween costume?
No.
I wonder if it's because you delete all your text messages all the time like a psychopath. Do you realize that's crazy that he does that, right?
Like,
why?
Yeah, like, well, what if we text you something and we're like, hey,
It should be my recently deleted 30 days.
I just can't believe what you
30 days?
you
Yeah.
manually go through and delete the text messages every day. When do you do this? Before bed?
After every message. After the message is sent.
Wait,
So you
whoa,
send it
whoa,
to-
whoa,
you
The
whoa,
messages
whoa,
you guys
whoa,
sent me
whoa.
today are already gone.
What?
They're already gone. I'm not lying.
That's crazy,
Why?
dude.
Dude, I can literally pull up me.
Did
and
you
James.
already delete the text message of you sending him the video for this episode?
It's gone.
It was
Dude, that's insane. That's
15 minutes ago.
It's gone.
It's already gone. I deleted it the second I do it.
Why?
Because I don't know, freaks me out. Why do I need that?
Whoa.
I can literally.
I
go
thought
back
I
to
knew
me
so much about you.
You do. You know.
I know, but that is a new one for me.
Really? Come
You
on.
delete messages
I'm still
immediately
trying to
when you
find
send them?
this- Still trying to find this. Halloween
How do you know
one.
what I asked you? If I ask you a question, you answer me and then delete it.
Yeah, immediately.
So what if I say, do you remember the thing I asked you last month? You never have it again because 30 days is gone. So do you remember what we talked about in June?
No, it's gone. Gone.
Because I could go back.
Yeah, but why would you?
I can go back.
That's weird.
What?
Nah. Why
Let
would
me
you?
see how far I can go back. Oh, this is going to be crazy. How
Why
far
would
I can
you
go
though?
back with
But
yours.
why would you? That's creepy.
What? No, it's
Like, what kind of freak goes back that far?
well, because I've been able to search things because you've sent me things sometimes that I've been able. You can search a string of text messages for information. So you've sent me stuff. You're like, oh, how do I do that? And I've just searched our messages, and I've been able to find that.
Nah, that's creepy.
Oh, my
look,
God, ours go back.
Ted sent me a text December 20th of 2019.
Hey, when was the Tide
Would've
Pod
been-
craze? Because
would have
that's the
been
only
from
way.
your
2019.
when you're in Europe.
Oh, 2019 probably would have been Europe.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, I could see Venice.
When
or
was
wherever the hell it is.
When was the Tide Pod thing?
Oh, you're still looking for the picture? I'm just insane. It's crazy. I can scroll back. I don't think I've ever deleted a text message string ever, so I could probably scroll back to the first time I text messaged you.
What?
Yeah.
I could literally
I
go
don't
back
wanna
to
know that.
2013 with that.
Yeah.
If not earlier.
All right, so October 30, 2021, I went as a human pinata, so it had to be before that.
Or that. When was the Tide Pod thing? When did they do? Yeah, that was a while
it
ago.
was a
TikTok
time
trend,
ago.
really.
Yes, it was. We shouldn't bring that up because we're gonna accidentally make that a thing again by
Oh, we're
accident.
good.
Like year, maybe like. Wait, scroll up.
We didn't have a Halloween.
Wait, scroll up a little bit. I saw something. 2018. 2018.
October of 2020, we didn't have a Halloween.
Nope. No, nothing
Well,
happened in 2020.
You could have. It's just if someone answered the door, but
Right.
All right, so I am in.
You want to go to 2018?
Well, it might have been 2019 that I did it. So
how to
hang
make
on. That's where I'm
slime
at.
out of Tide Pods.
Shouldn't do that. Have a child. No,
No.
that's a bad idea. Nope. Shouldn't be doing that.
All right, so it's 2018.
2018 is January 2018
Was the trend.
was when it started. So
Well,
probably
that's- I
October.
am very trendy. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, you certainly are. You delete all. You're ahead of the times. You delete all your text messages. So it's gonna be a thing
Dude,
one day.
that's
He's
insane.
gonna survive.
I did it. I found it. They're
the
so
ant-
good. This is how cheesy it was, but I was a Tide Pod.
I hate you
I'm
that
gonna
we took
send
so
it to
much
him.
time to
I'm gonna
find this.
Send it to him.
I hate that we took
Listen,
so
I
much time.
made it myself. It
I
was
know.
not
I'm just
easy.
saying.
I have pictures. Of
Was
me
it not
making
easy because you didn't have the right materials, or was it not
Correct.
easy because you didn't know what colors were which because you're colorblind?
Both. But I also did come up with the greatest Halloween snack. By the way, I just found this like skull that had an empty top and it was a serving dish for candy, and I just fill it with General Tso's chicken every time.
That's
What?
like for the children in your
It
neighborhood?
looks like brains. I'm sending it to you right now.
Yeah, but like, do you do that for if you go to a Halloween party, or like for the kids in the neighborhood?
No.
Or is
At
this
the
like every
party.
day?
Oh, for a party. I'm like, what? Imagine
So I don't know if you sent the text or if you're going to delete it right now.
He
but-
already deleted it,
I just sent you the text.
and now
the
he's
second
gonna.
I
Go,
see you open it, I'm going to delete it.
I'm watching
It's
this happen in
there.
real time.
Delete.
He just did
Done.
in real life, dude. That's
Read
crazy.
receipts on it in our group chat.
Done. Gone. I saw
That's
you
insane.
opened it.
So, well, that's good that you're not just giving General Tso's
Hold on.
chicken out of. I'm not convinced.
Let me cut to real quick just showing this because
Yeah,
Which one? Yeah,
you and the iPod.
I love that.
and then
Dude, that's
we
a
got this
good.
one.
Let me just tell you. You tell me that anybody dislikes General Tso's chicken as an appetizer. You
No.
put it on a toothpick.
No, it's
you
great.
You are now the most popular person, and all you did was take a tray of General Tso's chicken and dump it into the skull.
Well, now
of
I'm not
a
convinced
thing.
that the skull isn't a real human based on what you do with text messages.
Fair.
What do you say we make a podcast,
Yeah,
buddy?
let's make a pod.
Okay. My name is Ted,
My name is Dave.
and this is Non-Professional Development. We are a podcast bringing you funny teacher stuff, insightful teacher stuff, everything in between.
With no
Mark,
negativity.
press the button, play the music, play the thing. Great. Welcome to Non-Professional Development. My name's Ted.
And my name is Dave. So, as you can probably see, we are not your ordinary podcast. We're here to make you laugh on your drive in and home from work.
But we do have a couple rules on our pod.
Yep.
The first one's so easy. Teaching is fun. It's okay to laugh at yourself and all the funny things that happen during your school day. That's why we're here.
Yes. Next up, no negativity. So, like rule one, this is a lighthearted show, not a gripe session. So, if we ever find ourselves or a guest being negative, we hit you with one of these buzzers.
And last, but super not least, between all the laughs, we want to make sure we give you some useful content.
Hopefully.
And we want to get some back from all of you too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. So, it's still summertime. I don't say episode numbers anymore. I retired from doing that.
Summertime.
Who sang that?
Uh,
Who sang Summertime?
Will Smith.
No.
Wasn't that LFO?
No, it's Will Smith.
No, summer,
Will
summer,
Smith.
summer,
Yeah, Will Smith. He's
summertime.
on the hood of the car.
No, Jazzy Jeff. Oh, and Fresh Prince. So yeah, that is Will Smith. Yeah, you're right. Oh, you're thinking of the LFO song. You're thinking of a different one.
You know what I'm talking about?
Girls from the Summer or something like that.
Yeah,
I love how 1920s
Oh,
Halloween
the,
costumes.
What's your
is
favorite
their
summer-
search.
oh,
The
what's
girl
your-
on TV? That's
Oh,
what it
Girl on
was.
TV. Yeah. Is that your favorite summer song? What's your favorite summertime song?
It's got to be that one.
Your Summertime by Jazzy Jeff. It's not a bad choice. I'm
Well,
just
it's
asking.
very summery.
It is, for sure.
Every time I hear it, you immediately think summer. You
Yeah.
immediately think warm. You immediately think
No.
you're
Don't
dressing
look it
warm.
up. What is
dude,
your personal
I'm
summer?
allowed to look it up.
Oh, that's true. Well, I don't want to
Job.
see it.
And don't, all right, hold on.
It's definitely not Len Steal
My-
My Sunshine. That's not.
Len Steal My. Yeah, that's a.
That was on
ooh.
there. That is not a summertime song for me.
That's a sad song. Ish, right?
How?
I don't know. I haven't listened to that song since TRL was on in like 2000.
TRL.
Yeah,
I
like
want to say
1999.
honestly, summertime is
That's a good one.
That's well, not because I listened to it, but because it immediately invokes
Yeah, like-
feelings of summer,
See, mine.
and partially because of the video. Because like you see,
Oh,
like
yeah,
people
yeah.
are. It's hot.
Mine is. Well, it was a cover by the Ataris. Ataris. Who? What are they called? The Ataris. Boys of Summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Meh,
that's a great one.
meh.
The original. I like the one by the Ataris or Ataris, whatever you want to call them. If they listen to this, we're definitely getting sued. Boys of Summer, though, I like that song. Or really
It's
anything.
okay, Teed.
Development, anything, or who sang Kokomo?
Oh, the Beach Boys.
Is that the Beach Boys?
Anything by the Beach Boys, or
Yeah.
honestly anything
Oh.
by Kenny Chesney. You're like,
Oh,
oh, well,
or-
I guess it's summer. I should go drink a fifth of vodka.
I mean, Summertime by Kenny Chesney, yeah.
God rest his soul, Jimmy
should bleep
Buffett,
that
man.
one.
You
Jeez.
hear Cheeseburger in Paradise, you're like, I gotta take my shoes off. And,
That's true.
No shoes, no shirt, no problem.
oh, that's a good one too.
That's what I mean. Kenny Chesney.
He's got a
An,
lot.
an accidental segment, but
So
if you're
Kenny
listening
Chesney,
to us,
Kenny Chesney always tours in the summer.
yeah,
And
most country stars tour in the summer
that's true.
because their stuff's about summer. Like, who's the guy who sings?
Is there a wintry?
Toes in
You
the
wanna-
water?
You want to know one of
Is
the?
there a winter country artist?
You want to know one of the top 50 songs
I don't think
in-
so.
for summertime songs?
Zach Brown Band, probably.
Nope. Summer Girls by LFO.
Oh, no
on.
kidding.
1999.
Oh, what's that Kane Chesney song of the Toes in the Water?
No, that's not him.
That's
That's
not him. That's
What song is that?
Zach Brown Band, right?
Jack Brown.
No.
Yeah.
I
Kane
got my
Chesney.
toes in the water, ass in the sand.
No.
Not a worry in the world. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah,
He's
Toes in
got
the
one
Water.
too. Toes in the Water. Kane Chesney.
No.
It's literally.
Oh my God,
on
he
the thing.
does.
I'm not lying.
Wait. How Forever Feels.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
No, he talks about, toes in the sand.
No shirt, no shoes, no problem. The official video. It's with Jimmy Buffett.
Well, that's no shirt, no shoes, no problem.
That's a different song.
That's a different song.
We already talked
It's-
about that about 2 minutes ago, but
Oh my God.
Click toes in the sand, Kenny Chesney. Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, this is going to get muted on the pod, but yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't do that.
Wait, no shoes, no shirt.
No,
problem?
toes in the sand.
Or that one. Toes in the Water. Kenny Chesney.
No, that's not. It's
But no, not that one. The Toes in the Water. Kenny Chesney one.
toes.
No,
All right, this is a lyrics remix.
it's
which
not.
means it's
Not that
AI.
one. Not that one. What? That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
AI is making music lately.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And
Scroll down.
claiming
It's weird. Yeah.
That's super weird. Nope. That one.
This one?
Yeah. Just click on it.
Let me just swap the
Yeah,
view real quick. So you want toes in the sand, //// Kenny,
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney.
Yes.
Yeah. Click that.
Chesney Kenny.
Chesney Kenny.
Honestly,
Chesney, comma
it felt
Kenny.
right.
Oh, see, it's
It is a no shirt, no shoes, no problem.
It's got
it's
they have
the-
9 views.
So that's a playlist. Go up to the first song. That's
Yeah.
the one I want.
That's the one
or
we were
it's
talking about,
5 o'clock
dude.
somewhere. Go that one.
yeah. Alan Jackson's a
It's
good one.
5
You're right.
o'clock somewhere.
Oh, we
is the
can't
one.
play this on our podcast. We're gonna get DMCA'd.
If, like, 10
It's 5
seconds.
o'clock somewhere. I would say is the.
Oh, that's
the one.
that is a good one
Now
though.
you're okay. Now it's 5 o'clock.
They're both.
They're both
songs.
great ones. So if you're listening to us on this crazy ride that we just went on for the last 5 minutes, what is your favorite song of summer?
I
That's
want
a
to
good
know:
one.
is there a winter country artist?
And yeah, who makes you feel warm and cozy in the winter?
Wow, that's got that. Well,
Or
you gotta be
no,
careful.
winter country artists
'cause
make you
now
feel
you've just,
sad.
Now you've just made it Christmas time. I want
Oh,
to know
we-
winter. There's a difference between
And we
winter
cannot
and Christmas.
defrost Mariah Carey this early.
There's
Facts.
I just heard the crypt shake.
Yeah, she said we heard if you say Christmas too many times.
Mariah.
Yeah, if you say Christmas too many times, Mariah
Oh
Carey
my
starts
God!
singing.
Have I? Did I play for you the Mariah Carey sang a song? For you?
Oh, have I ever? Let's do that.
Let's not do that. Let's do that. Another
Let's
time.
save that for another episode because it's really
Mariah
funny.
Carey sang me a song. It was very romantic.
Dave tried his hand at producing.
It wasn't producing. Mariah Carey sang me a song.
It's true.
Like through one of those like
No,
You'll just have to hear it.
he made me a song.
Yeah, it's.
I was in college.
It's
like 20 years ago.
It's beautiful, actually.
Thank you.
So now that we're in summer and we're talking about summer,
We haven't even gotten to past the intro yet. I
it's
don't think.
no, we're doing stuff, buddy. I had this happen to me last week, and it made me laugh. Thinking about a couple things. You and I hung out last week as well.
Yep.
Did a little barbecuing.
That was a blast.
That was great.
We were singing Celine Dion in the backyard.
So that brings
throttle,
me. Yeah.
by the way.
So that brings me
I have
to
a video. Should I show Goose?
we should
Goose, you ready? Hang on. I'll send you the video.
and then delete it right after.
and delete it right after.
What is wrong with that? Why is everybody like?
That's
am I
crazy.
the only one out there that
The name of the
deletes-
episode is Dave deletes everything.
Am I the only one out there? Like literally, they're all deleted. Like I don't.
Just a delete bar
it
across
freaks
his
me out.
face.
Like
Yeah,
I don't
but
like having. I don't like
If
having.
you open it,
I feel like it's clutter.
if you open it,
It's
Then the
clutter.
notification goes away.
exactly.
That's all I need to go
It's
away.
clutter. There's a scroll.
I'm
thing. I
I'm
want
weird
a
about.
nice white.
No, I'm
plain
with you. I'm
screen.
weird about the
I hate
notification.
badges. No, I can't, dude. You know me. I have like
Yeah, yeah.
OCD.
If there was a way for me to, if there was a way for me to hide the message, then I wouldn't have to delete it.
I think you can archive them, can't you? Or that's just email, probably.
why?
I don't know.
Because I don't like seeing it. Get rid of it.
So,
But you only have 5 bubbles in your favorite people. That doesn't
See,
bother
there's
you?
nothing I can do. I can either delete, alert, or mark as unread. There's no options.
all right,
want-
Apple, get on this.
I want gone.
Mark
Give me an
Zuckerberg.
option for gone.
So, again, Secret Lives of Teachers. It's funny. So I got a message from one of my students, one of the now seniors, like working on their EMT license and stuff, getting ready to test. Actually,
Excellent.
they just scored a 70 on a practice
Excellent.
test, so they're ready to rock. so, or like a 69 point, whatever, but they're there.
Yeah.
And they're like, what have you been doing? And I was like, I've got this. They're like, you haven't been doing all the bulletin boards? And I was like, well, I don't live there. And it's funny because
I was there the other day, and a student messaged me, and I'm like, oh crap! And I sent them the picture.
You
of me
reinforced
from
the
school.
idea that we just live there.
1000% did. Like I was literally in the hallway with all of the lockers open, and I'm like, this isn't good. I'm actually in the school.
In the school, yeah.
And I sent them the picture of me with my buddy in the school. I'm like, and they're like, wait, you're actually there? I'm like, I live in the locker.
Yeah, because like go back to your youth, like Goose, like what did you think teachers did when it's like they crawled into the ductwork and like eternally slept like vampires till the next school year started?
We are Mariah Carey's. We
we're like, there's nothing to teach, so we wilt away until we hear kids buying backpacks and pencils from Walmart.
I like that.
I mean, to be honest, like it's almost like you guys get paid all year, so I figured you worked all year.
No.
What
we do.
Kids didn't know that though.
No.
Kids didn't know that though.
Yeah.
Kids didn't know that we got.
So like,
kids
but
had no
any-
concept of pay.
Any other job,
Yeah, you just work all year.
you work all year.
Do you have
so
the
it's like-
video of Ted
Yeah, so this is what teachers actually do in their summers. And I call it the secret life of teachers because my kids would have no understanding of, they're like, you're outside, you're in the sun, you're with friends. We were grilling.
I even used a Snapchat filter. Kids'
No.
minds would have been blown.
Yeah, you used a filter?
I love how my beat was off.
Yeah, you
How
don't.
did I miss that?
Oh, you're tone deaf.
Yeah, that's true. I'm colorblind.
That's why.
I love my bless your heart
Why does the filter only apply to one of you?
because I'm the only one that's graying.
So that's what teachers do in the summer. We just hang out, we grill, and we make funny videos. We don't live at the school. But the other part of this segment
Sometimes we do.
that I was laughing to myself is I'm calling it Students in the Wild.
Oh.
Is so I'm going into my fourth year
So they
teaching.
just dress like school, wearing Crocs and shorts.
Oh yeah, they're no different.
Like nothing's changed.
No, it's me
Hey,
that's
good
like
to see you're still the same.
it's me that's different. And it's funny, like I transitioning from, and we had kind of brought it up when we were chatting about like doing show notes and stuff. When we were in law enforcement, I always knew that I would see people in the public.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't live very far from the town that I served in.
Yeah.
And I frequent the town that I worked in as a police
So you
officer.
see people in Stop and Shop,
Yeah.
stuff like
or
that.
even at a restaurant, like
Yeah.
out with my family. And it's not people that like
right.
arrested and stuff,
Well, sometimes it's not like
but,
we have,
but it's not,
you know, the-
but the people that I was interacting with when I was not on duty as a police officer were all adults. And like, there was no mystery because
Fair.
adults know, they're like, this person has to have a life outside of here.
True.
It's different with kids, even in high school kids, because they are like, I only see you at school. I only know you at school. So if I see you in any other capacity but school, it is no different than if I walked out my front door and there was a unicorn in my front lawn
So I don't
eating a leprechaun.
I don't remember if I talked about it on a previous episode about, but I came to that realization 3 months into teaching. I got hired in September, and December, I was my very first December break as a teacher. I was down in Disney with my family, and I was in line for the Haunted Mansion at Disney, and all of a sudden I hear Mr. C, and I look over. I'm like, no way. And I look over, and sure
Nope,
enough,
don't know you.
Sure enough, one of my 18 students. I have 18 students to my life. I've never had a student.
Oh,
before
so
that.
this was like your first year teaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
My first student, one of my 18 students, says, Mr. C. I'm like, hey, oh, your whole family's here. And I'm like, all I could think of is like, if this was Epcot.
Right. If
and
you
we had met at a certain point around the world.
you were deep into Canada.
And the problem
Well,
was
it depends on where you start. Where do you start in Epcot?
I
You
always start in Mexico.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Always.
Mexico, finish
Always.
in.
You're a psychopath. Like you would delete your text message if you go the other way.
What's the other? We start. So that starts in
Nobody
Mexico.
got that joke. You too.
No,
Anyway.
you're right. You are crazy.
Anyway.
Wait, if you go the other way, it's
Yeah, it's
Mexico.
Canada first.
Yeah, that's you never
or,
start.
Yeah,
in
or England. I think it's the same way. It's the
Same thing,
way.
yeah.
But
Anywho.
it's not the same thing. But anyway, Canada, England. But anyway, but yeah, I realized that very first summer. And by the way,
That's wild.
The very next day when we were in Epcot, I mean, you can't. I realized then that was the wake up call I needed. And honestly, I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
But that was a wake up call. I'm like, I can't ever get, and I don't want to, but I'm going to use a word from our college days, but I can never be sloppy.
That's true. Yeah.
And that's a real, like, it's a real thing that I don't think a lot of the world knows. Like if I say you're driving, all right, and I'm at a restaurant, we're together, you're driving, and you haven't had anything, but I've had 3.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm slurring my words a little bit. And a family and their child comes over to say
And
hi.
it's your student. Yeah.
Done.
And you
it's,
stink.
It's
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
not just that the student sees it. The parent says, "Really, that's your role model," or "Really, that's the
Right.
life lessons you took from it." And it's like, and that would hurt me down to the core.
And like, and it's
so-
not, and
yeah.
to be clear, it's not like when we were in law enforcement that like, oh, only
But we
adults are
went
going to
out
see
a
us.
lot.
Yeah, but like
because we were seeing
yeah.
traumatic stuff, and so
Yeah.
we would go out.
Sure, but and still like we were all composed and stuff, and
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like we are going crazy. But it is different because like
way
you
different.
also saw it's like you've had a lot of students in the wild because you saw actually one of my students at the airport. I can remember
Oh
when one of
my
my students
God.
came like, Mr. C.
Dude, I was
And
flying
she was-
back from I don't even remember
Florida again. Yeah, you're
from Florida.
You were
I was-
coming and she was
I was
going.
flying back from Florida, and one of his students who I had met like maybe a month or 2 prior, it's like, "Hey, Mr. C, Mr. C." I look over and like immediately I'm like, I don't know this child, and I felt bad. Immediately felt bad, like deep down, it felt bad. And I'm like, because I didn't know if they were a student from my school, that just didn't get into my program, and then after about 2 seconds of talking to them, I'm like, oh my God. And immediately it hit me. I was like so happy to
Yeah.
see this person because,
Well, that's-
first of all, amazing student. I cannot
yeah,
wait
great.
to
She's fantastic.
I cannot
She'll
wait.
be in EMT this year.
I cannot wait for that. But
Yeah.
I mean, like literally a fantastic student. But like I did feel that, and I can only imagine my teachers because I've gone up to teachers of mine in the past, not this far in, but maybe 10 years,
Yeah.
maybe 10 years after high school, where I'm like, "Hey, this is Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so," and they look at you like, "I have no idea who this person is," and
Who
you're
is
like,
this cra-
"Oh God, that's gonna be me," because we're
That's
gonna
gonna be
we're
one
gonna
day,
be
yeah.
there eventually,
One day, yeah.
and you know it. But yeah, it's
So I had my
crazy.
first one or first 2. They happened both in the same week.
I'd love to know the furthest back that a student has gone up to a teacher. So if you're a teacher, you're listening.
Yeah.
What's the furthest back, the oldest a student has approached you? Like,
come
"Hey,
back
Mr.
to you,
So-and-so."
been like, what's up?
Even if they weren't yours. And if you didn't know them or not, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what was the longest period of time? Because
Oh, I like that.
now I'm at 8 years and I'm like, if it's past this, like I don't know them now. Like,
how am I going to do it? Yeah.
like when do you know that Alzheimer's has set in? Is it immediately after you leave the job, or is it like 5 years after?
Yeah.
Like
But, so
like,
yeah,
hey, you were my teacher once. I was a teacher. Like,
As you're spilling oatmeal out of the side of your
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I had my
it's come
first
full
2.
circle with the oatmeal.
Yeah. My brain, my mouth. I had my first 2 the other day. So one was a recent graduate, and this one was the one I was like, oh my God, you just never know. I walked in to Walmart with my daughter. There was just the 2 of us, and she was just not having it. She was freaking out. She was trying to tip the cart over.
I
And
would do
she's
that
only
anyway.
2. And so just this tiny little thing trying to flip a cart that's way too heavy for her. And she's yelling. And this person turns around. They're like, "Oh, Mr. F, how are you?" And I was like, not well.
My heart already just dropped.
Like not well. And no, it was fine. But like, I was like, oh my, and like, it was, by the way,
well, because they're all getting jobs now. It's
Yeah.
like you're running into
by the way,
places.
and it wasn't even a graduate of my shop because I'll have my first graduates. It was like,
By the way, I always know which students of mine work at ice cream places. I make
That's
mental
smart.
notes. I'm like,
teachers, make note of that.
Like, I don't ask for hookups
unless it's ice cream. But yeah, so it was Walmart and
"Oh, you're a lifeguard? No, I'm good. Don't save me." Ice cream? Hey,
Extra
remember
sprinkles,
that
please.
time where we were together in the classroom and I, taught you something? Like,
extra on the sprinkles.
Teach me how to flip that
Yeah.
Dairy Queen Blizzard.
You got to be careful with that. Yeah, the second time was actually literally this past week. I went to a baseball game and I was walking
That's
in,
America's sport.
and I'm walking to we had like a whole section reserved out. It was from our last job. They invited
Okay.
me.
Cool.
They rented out a whole big section of the
Yeah, yeah,
stadium. And so I'm walking in, and I lock eyes with this definitely high school age person. And I looked at them and I was like, huh. It's not one of my students. And then I kept walking and I did a double take. But I did a double take because I could tell the person, you ever feel somebody look at you? Yeah. You're like, I know that person's doing a double take.
Did they do a double take?
They did. And that's how I
You
felt
should
it.
have just walked up to him and be like,
Well,
hey.
I did. Well, we did. So we looked at each other and we both pointed at each other. They're going to be a senior this year, but it's from my first year of teaching.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's like, Mr. F, how you doing? He's like, how's the shop? How's your summer? And so he's worked at the baseball stadium the past couple of years,
That's super
like
cool.
seating people and stuff. But it was like, you just never know. And thankfully, like I wasn't like that
Yeah.
Epcot story where I'm
Yeah.
like, and I was
right.
like, whoa, like that's like you could just see anybody. And it's not a bad thing to see.
No,
your
but
students,
it
it's-
would have been though.
But it's a reminder.
Like, think about it. That kid now is gonna leave with the impression like, man, he's just as cool as he was in school.
Yeah,
because
not
he
like-
he would talk to me. He was cool. Whereas if you had a beer in your hand, it still would have been the same. Wow, he was so cool. He talked to me, but I'll never forget that he had a beer in his hand when he was doing it.
And
it's
maybe they
man,
don't.
that
And maybe
little-
they
I
don't
know,
think
I
that. But
they would.
also, like, I don't want that impression either. And maybe it's what we teach as
don't
well. I don't. Maybe that goes into it in our last life.
Makes a big difference though.
It does.
I think that going forward, we just have to stop assuming that we've met people in any other capacity other than teaching.
Yeah.
Because you meet so many more people teaching than I did in any previous job.
Yeah, big time.
And so like you're better just off being like, hey, what's in such school? And they're like, what are you talking about? And you're like, but you got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. So, last thing on this summer note, because I was also after this whole like, my brain went crazy place after like, what our lives are during the summer, seeing students, and then I was like, I said something at home the other day, and I want you to think about this for a second because I'll tell you mine. And it's easy for me because I have a child, so like I have to say no to crazy stuff all the time.
You're not, my plant doesn't count to you? Doesn't it matter?
No, your plant's very nice, and
got a
it
name.
welcomed me. It microwaved
Tiger.
something. Yeah, it's
got a name.
Tiger's very nice. But think about this for a second.
Just, I don't want to.
What is something that you have to say in your classroom?
Can we mute that for my plant for when I'm playing the pod at home?
You can mute it.
I feel hurt now. The plant is going to have to hear Ted
Disparage your child like
saying
that.
It's not a child.
I took care of him when you were away.
That's
He's
true.
fine.
All right.
Okay. But is there something you say only in the
I feel
classroom?
like I should hit the red button. I mean, my poor plant.
Is there something you say in your classroom that if you were to say it out loud at home or to like another adult, like you're sitting out to dinner, and it just makes no sense?
Wow. Okay.
No sense. And
The nurse called.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Wait, the what?
Yeah.
Grandma?
Yeah. So again, I have to say a lot of crazy stuff, but mine, like the other day, I was just laughing about it because I was like, I said that and it makes no sense to anybody else. And, I was like, well, of course it was something about like someone was like, oh, that whiteboard, it has capabilities. It was a smart board.
Oh.
And it was actually at my local library, and I just happened to be walking
Well, that's
in.
another one. The library called. They needed you to head down there.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
sorry.
Yeah.
For what?
So I was at my local library, and like someone was like talking about I walked in, I saw it. They're like, yeah, this whiteboard can do stuff, and I was like, well, it's a smart board.
You know what that means.
And I was like, but please don't lose the pens to the smart board. Like, please don't lose the pens to the smart board. I'm like, that wouldn't make sense anywhere else. That makes sense to you.
It
You're like,
makes
yeah, those
sense
are really
to me.
important. Does that make any sense? Do those words that I just said, don't lose the pens to the smart board? He's
Yeah.
ish.
Well,
So is there something?
a lot of
like,
people-
smart boards when I
no,
was in
you
school.
can't.
A lot
No,
of
you
people
can't
know
put
it.
your Chromebook in the microwave. Like things that are just common at school. Like if you were to say them out in public, people would be like, "What is wrong?" Like you have Alzheimer's.
I I would say that pretty
Mine's
much. After,
no, you can't sit in the sink.
Mine would be after any time I get a phone call and I just yell out, "So and so needs to see you." Pretty much nothing that comes out of my mouth after that is going to make sense to anybody else. Like, hey, Mark, the nurse needs to see you. He's gonna be like, "I'm sorry, what?" Like imagine that.
There's a cold compress and a permission slip you need to fill out.
Imagine that in any work setting. So you're at Petco. You're at Petco, and
a hall pass.
You're at Petco, and I yell out, "Hey, Mark, the nurse needs to see you." He's like, "The gecko's out again?" Like no
nurse.
idea what the heck's going
Who's
on.
the nurse? Yeah. So it just made me laugh. Like once you're in summertime, or like in time off from teaching. Like
What about this? All right, we're in a corporate office building. Close your eyes. We're in a corporate office building. We're on the 48th floor. This is a huge office building.
It's a nice office. We're on the 48th.
Shirt and tie. The shirt's way too tight as usual because it's you.
Yeah.
And very nice shirt
Naturally.
and tie though. Pastel colors, right?
Ah,
And I'm your boss. Okay.
sure.
And we're in a meeting, and you really have to go to the bathroom, and you raise your hand in the meeting, and I'm like, yes, Ted, do you have something to add?
Can I go to the bathroom?
First of all, may you?
That's what.
No. But like, it's just weird. Like I see what you're saying.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
I see what you're saying. Like a lot of that stuff is. It's like, well, you also.
And it makes me miss, it's funny, it's like, as I love my time off, we talked about it last episode or in one of our other episodes, because I don't do episode numbers anymore. But
Episode 82.
yeah, episode 4,907. But I love my time off, but like, I start to miss it.
Oh, I miss it a lot.
Because like, I miss telling the kids things literally that they cannot microwave. I'm like,
I had a kid microwave a Pop-Tart, Goose. So I'm gonna throw this one out. So
this
I don't know if I
is
told
exactly
you,
it. Yeah,
but I had a kid microwave a Pop-Tart, and so the kid asked very nicely, can I microwave? Now we have a microwave in my shop, but it's not for teachers. It's for
first responders.
Yeah,
same
we
with
have
us.
like a first responder canteen, so that they can get coffee whenever
Yep.
they want. This keeps first responders coming to our shop. It's pretty
Yep.
cool.
We have the same thing.
It's a good idea. So they have a little coffee machine, but it's for first responders. They can come to the door anytime. They can get a free coffee. But they see what we're doing in shop. It's super cool. A cool idea. But anyway, there's a microwave involved there because we have some snacks that the first responders can have as well. And I'll never forget. A student said, "Hey, can I microwave my Pop-Tart?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm all set." And they're like, "No, really, please." I'm like, "All right, fine. Put it on a paper towel and microwave the Pop-Tart." So they started microwaving the Pop-Tart, and I wasn't paying attention. Sad that I was not paying attention. And all of a sudden, there is massive amounts of smoke and people screaming, and I'm like, "Oh my God, no!" Because I look over and it's in the direction of the microwave. I'm like, "Oh my God!" And I see a student, screaming, throwing things.
You're about to say the thing that you have to say at school that doesn't make sense at home.
From the microwave, and I'm like, what happened? I have the window open. There's no fire. I look over, and the student says,
Step one is the problem.
The student says, "Oh no, they removed it from the foil pouch. That wasn't the problem.
Oh,
the problem is that the student wanted it toasted, and didn't know that microwaves don't toast; they just warm." And so the student thought that if they put the Pop-Tart in, even though I said only for 15 seconds. They thought that if they put it in for 10 minutes, it would come out toasted and not hot. And so what happened was after about...
It literally says heat for 3 seconds.
About 3 minutes, the sugars broke down to the point where it turned into this lava blob and caught on and basically started smoking. And so it was this. It was a teachable moment. I had to teach the student that microwaves don't toast; they just heat. Toasters toast. But
could you imagine having to explain that like outside of school? Like, sir, you cannot toast that piece of bread in the microwave.
Right.
You must use a
right
toaster.
Right.
And everybody would be like, why would you have to say that? Of course he would know that.
Well, it took a minute and a half in the toaster, so it's gonna take a minute and a half in the microwave.
What's a 1-to-1 ratio of toasting to microwaving? Since we're on this topic of teachable moments, I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
And maybe it's a kind of a dual question because we do a lot of stuff together, which is fortunate for us, but it's also a question for our listeners and our viewers. in our summertime mode right now.
Summertime.
Summertime. But
Or toes in the water.
or toes in the water, but in
on
the
the
sand.
palate.
Not a worry in the world.
Toes in the palate.
Yeah.
I got my toes in the
pallet, nail in my heel. Gotta get a new table or our pod's gonna fail. That's pretty good. That's why I'm a business man.
God.
So back to reality.
I have a splinter.
Yeah. Are you? And now we're about to do the insightful thing. But are you doing anything this year? Have you looked over? Like, obviously, we all look over our year from the year before.
Yep.
Are you gonna take anything that you did and do something new? Are you doing something new this year?
Good question.
And while you think about it, I want our viewers and our listeners to think about that too. Please write into us because I know we've been asking you guys questions over the episodes as we drop them. We're telling you to email us and stuff like that. We are looking at them. We're going to be planning to do episodes around your responses to us. So please write into us, nonprofessionaldevelopment@gmail.com. Get a no from the producer. That's the correct one. Or if you're commenting on the YouTube as you're watching, if you're sending us DMs on Instagram, all of the above, we are looking at them. So this is no different. Are you doing something new this year? Are you excited about it?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Is like, if you're doing something new, that means you we're tinkering through your stuff, your curriculum and your lessons, and you're like, oh.
Well, I always do that. I showed
Yeah.
you the placemat that I
Yeah.
made.
Well, that's exactly. Well, that's actually where I was.
I don't know if anybody out
That's
there
where I was going.
teaches an EMT class, but feel free to reach out to us. I'll send you the file. Literally, reach out to me. I'll send you the file for free. But I teaching EMT to EMT emergency medicine to high school students is challenging.
Sure is.
So I made this placemat that goes underneath wherever they're sitting. It's just a laminated placemat, like a menu, but it's for the entire year. They're going to be staring at like the
It
numbers
came out
they
so
need
great.
to know. That way they memorize it. But I mean, I'm doing a lot of things new this coming year, so I'm kind of excited about a couple of them. I am interested in. So I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous about AI and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Like most teachers were. And we've read some of the studies that show that people who use ChatGPT and AI on a regular basis, how they're less creative in other avenues.
Sure.
And how it's actually it's perpetuating that, which is a big problem. But I met somebody a week or two ago that kind of expanded my mind on how you can tease it out with other people. And so, you wouldn't say like, all right, you have a kid that wants to write a paper. You wouldn't say, all right, help me make this outline. No, that's not what you would do. That's misusing
It's
not
it.
that it's cheating, because you could say, write this paper for me. But you could say, give me a list of ideas that do that. That's still, you're taking away your creativity. But what I learned is that there's some kind of other ways that you can use AI.
Like the input for it. Yeah.
And I think that, we would be remiss if we didn't know that this technology is coming, and it's going to be in even 10 years from now in everything. Like
absolutely
everything. You open your phone already in Google. It's the top of everything.
I have on my iPhone, my
Right.
my latest iPhone, like I have the the Apple AI
So it's
and
gonna be
everything like
everywhere.
that. Well, and I think that's
and
a
so
huge point.
we need to start teaching our kids not just
We can't be scared of the future because it's no different.
ethical use.
Like there was an abacus, like we went from an abacus to a calculator. How did we figure out the ethical use of? And we all would go, a calculator, that's
But
stupid. You still have to know the math.
not just ethical use, but how to think bigger with it. And I think there's some really
and not
cool
lose
ways
your
to do that.
creativity to that machine.
Keep you.
Yeah.
Right. And I think there's some really neat ways to do that. And so I'd like to kind of delve into that with some of the lessons. I
love that.
It's challenging.
That's a cool idea.
With like a topic like the emergency medical technician where, people need to do this. I'm sure there's plenty of ways to do it. But I was actually looking forward to it in some of my other lessons.
That's a really cool idea.
I've also been spending the summer reaching out to new people to bring in to talk.
Yep.
So I like taking my kids out places to
Same.
have them meet
Yep.
people. Yeah, and so in fact, I've been working on a couple that we can we
do
can
together.
take
Yep.
your
I remember we
students
had our
together.
meeting, our summer meeting the other day.
Yeah,
Yep.
and some people and really cool experiences that I'm all about leaving them with the experiences so that they remember it forever. You
Yeah.
know? And I think so.
And they're beneficial.
Doing stuff new. Yes, some stuff new. Teaching the way I'm teaching things I'm definitely taking what worked in the past.
I think that's an important point that you bring up is like,
Well, we did the end of year survey for EMT.
Yeah, you always
My
got to
God.
be like, what are we doing? And my juniors this year are already really excited. I brought up because it kind of came too late and it's a great idea. So I'm excited. So things that I'm doing new this year personally, one in the EMT class, I'm excited to be able to pitch in a little bit more because I've seen it done for a year and got my certifications and everything like that. But like that little project of like, make a flyer, make a brochure, make a little lesson.
Can't
like
wait
I'm
to do
really
that.
excited to do that.
So we're gonna have to, you and I are gonna have to talk about that. Now you get me pumped for teaching, but like literally after the respiratory and cardiac emergencies chapters, you and me need to sit down like as we're starting those chapters and be like, how are we gonna do this? Because we need to turn
It's super beneficial.
into a cool competition.
Yeah. I like that.
With
So,
like,
yeah.
let's get a big award, like from the local hospitals. Like, let's get a big award.
like
let's
that.
get something. Let's tell you what. Let's have the local hospitals
teach it
no,
or something.
Let's have the local hospitals judge it. Like we put it
Ooh,
down
that's
their
smart.
hallways. Like these are the posters. What do you think? Like let's
cool.
like make this super fun.
Hey, well, and it pumps them up. And like
I'm getting pumped up
because especially, and I think that's the important part. Like if you're an educator or whatever you're doing, actually, we're an educational podcast because we're educators. But if you're listening to us, man, if you know, man, I have this really hard content that I'm dealing, whether it's you work in marketing, whether you work in, wherever it is, how can I find a way to bring in something creative and fun that pumps me up, but also makes it worth it? The other thing that I'm really excited that I'm doing this year, because it's the first time me and my teaching partner have seniors. So we have our first graduating class, which I'm just wildly excited about. I'm so excited.
So fun.
But we had started last year. So obviously, again, little nuanced here for what we teach, being, first responder type material in a trade setting. We had set the stage last year I had set it 2 years ago when my seniors were sophomores, when they do all their forensics and stuff, that everything was a part of one case. So when they were taking their photographs, when they were doing their scene size up, when they were doing their evidence collection, all the way through to warrants, it was all one big case.
Yeah.
So now senior year, and that was a year off for EMT. Now senior year, and this just goes to show actually how the system works, which I think is a really cool shot of realism as well. Because when we were doing it, detectives, God, there were times where like, all right, this case is going to trial, and it's been 3 years, right? 3 years since it happened. So they're doing mock court is going to be the case.
Just went off.
Yeah. So the mock court is going to be the case they investigated sophomore year. So they do have to go dig back through all those because we saved all their evidence.
Cool.
So I saved all their evidence that they packaged and bagged because they need it for exhibits.
There is a ton of stuff online for mock trial. I love it. Really great lessons. So I need to hook up with you with that because I found a mock courtroom that we can use. Like we can use real judges. Well, that's true. You're right. Oh my God. So cool.
I'm already building one. Cool. I already have the idea set out. And like, so I had actually saved from when they did their evidence packaging. Instead of throwing it out, I put it in a Tupperware.
I wish I had thought of that.
I put it in a Tupperware. So now when they bring out their exhibits, it's actually the stuff that
you can judge them for not packaging it right.
Well,
my God.
Well, that's what the defense attorneys are going to be allowed to do is say, look at this isn't packaged properly. This isn't done right. So because what my dream is to have your class. So for our mock trial, your class be the jury
and then mine.
And then switch. God. So that way.
Dude, that is
so that way it's unbiased in judging the actual evidence.
I hope this. So
that's what
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I hope I love that. I hope the other teachers out there are like getting this.
Yeah, I hope you're listening to us. Because we love what we're doing.
Like this connection. Like I am so excited now, and like all I can think about is like how are we gonna do that? How
the moving parts.
And, oh my God!
And
awesome.
Again, and that's where
and that's the psychology.
Yeah,
part,
man, and like the banter.
That's cool.
The psychology of it. Remember, and I'll do this later. Remember to check out our Patreon. But the big part is like we have this great, like, yeah, we can talk about the funny stuff and like seeing students in the wild.
You should be
like,
excited about teaching.
But yeah, and that's, but like,
Build
when
it.
I
Make
hope
it
you can tell
cooler.
the energy, even if you're an audio only and you can't see like our eyes light up,
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh, that's
so
great.
fun.
But like, even the change in our voices, we're like, oh man, that's great. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's the ebbs and flows of what we're doing here is that's funny stuff. But so if you're an educator and you're doing something new, just because we're doing something weirdly nuanced with first responders, it doesn't mean that we can't impact you. You can't impact us. Please, this is one of those things. Hit us up on our socials. Hit us up on our email. We are going to be going through them. We can't wait to do an episode and talk about all this stuff. It's going to take a little while, but I can't wait to do it. And with that, let's take a break from our episode to talk about our sponsors.
Okay, we're taking a break from our episode here to talk about our sponsor, Red Planet Resorts. Have you ever dreamed of swapping Earth's routine for the red sands of Mars? Well, welcome to Red Planet Resorts, your ticket to a luxurious, immersive Martian adventure without ever leaving your home. With a 26-month virtual journey, you'll embark on a 7-month interstellar voyage aboard the Starship Galileo. You'll spend a year at a high-end resort on Mars, and then you'll return for another 7-month journey back to Earth, all while enjoying cutting-edge safety systems, full medical suites, and gravity-simulating comfort. There's several packages you can choose from for your trip to Mars. There's a level A luxury suite. There's level B with your classic journey with a work exchange program. It's just really, really, really cool. Our resort destinations, we have several. We have Olympus Mons. We have Valles Marineris. I still don't know how NASA pronounces it. But we offer breathtaking landscapes, popular excursions like lava tube exploration, crater treks, and more. It's more than a virtual getaway, though. It's an ultimate disconnect, a way to explore and make your mark on human history. Hundreds of 5-star reviews rave about the perfect blend of relaxation, adventure, and imagination. One guest called it the perfect mix of relaxation and exploration. Highly recommend. So, are you ready to make your interplanetary travel a reality? Well, head to redplanetresorts.com and use the promo code non-professional development at checkout, and you get 20% off your Martian journey today. Who says you can't be chasing your dreams just a little out of this world?
And welcome back to the episode. Please check out our awesome sponsors. They're the ones who keep us going. We can't thank them enough.
Great products.
They really are. So I have, drum roll, I got a Ted's Time Machine
Oh my God! Can we bring
for
Pierce
you.
back? Please.
You're probably going to want him.
You think he responded to my letter yet?
I can't believe you.
I did send it.
I will never disparage that. He's got such a busy schedule, man. He's so busy.
You think he's typing his response?
Oh, maybe he distill my heart.
Oh my God! Pierce.
I feel like he's like an elegant like handwriter.
Well, that's taking a long time to do
I do
calligraphy.
like- I do like
He's
pens.
doing calligraphy for
We have a
us.
story about that for another episode.
That's true. So speaking of actually calligraphy and writing letters,
I'm gonna make a note for
my
next
Ted's Time
episode.
Machine is. I was just thinking about in one of my other ones how I had, the elementary school K through 3, the intermediate school 4 and 5, then my middle school, then my high school. And a funny thing about my intermediate school,
which is fake, but yeah.
yeah, which is the Matrix. Well, it's funny. So like, you know how you used to pass notes to your classmates?
Yes.
Right.
You fold them in the triangle.
Yeah, or a square, whatever you got good at.
It was always the triangle.
You did the triangle. I was a square guy.
What?
Square, yeah, like with the
you-
rectangle and then up and then tuck it in.
You
big time.
lack of
2 on
vision.
top, 2 on the bottom, from on the bottom. Yeah,
you
Hey,
make
so
me
you delete all your texts.
You guys
and I
make
wanna
me
hear from
sick.
you.
yeah, dude, you delete all your text messages.
You
Like,
make me
you would
sick.
never have survived. Like, imagine him in civil.
fold it like a square, half.
Imagine him in
Look how
note-
cool I am, half.
I could imagine him in like the Revolutionary War, like riding his horse to the house to grab the note he wrote to light it on fire because he doesn't want
it's
messages.
a triangle.
So anyway, so at my intermediate school,
Folded like
they
the
were
flag.
like, we want to create a system where you could write notes to people of another class. So in the lobby of my fake intermediate school, they had a post office box, probably about 8
I
feet
can
high.
only imagine what's in there. That's like the staff suggestion box.
It is, but it was and I don't know what teacher like facilitated. It's insane. They had like the Pony Express for 5th graders writing each other love notes. you could write a letter to a student in another 5th grade class, put it in this giant postal box, and every Friday a teacher would be tasked.
No way.
I swear this is true.
No way.
I swear this is true. A teacher would be tasked. I'm now that I figured it
I
out.
would intentionally write the most ridiculous stuff and send it to people.
Well, so this is how, the girl I was
This
betrothed
is teaching
to.
abuse of the mail system, really.
Yeah, kind of. Or prison.
Yeah.
We're sending kites to each other. Like the reason I know this is a fact because the young lady, when I was in 5th grade, I was in.
Did she save it?
Oh, I
You
don't
need to
know.
reach out to her.
Oh Christ! If she has to give me the notes I wrote her.
You need to reach out to her.
Uh,
Do you have the notes I wrote to you in 5th grade?
5th grade.
Yeah, by the
We
Pony
know Dave
Express.
doesn't.
Yeah, because he rode to their house and lit them on fire.
Yeah.
No, so
Yeah.
I was in Mrs. Tedford's 5th grade class, and I was on
that?
the 2nd floor of our fake intermediate school. And the girl I liked was in, I forget the name of her 5th grade teachers. He was on the
Same school,
2nd
though.
floor, same school. But because we weren't in the same class, we would only see each other at recess. So to communicate more, this is why I was like, this was just prison mail. I would write her a note, and on my way to music or art or something like that, I walked by the big giant telegraph thing.
You were
and you
the
would drop
only
your
one
note.
sending letters. You
No,
know, the
this,
teachers
they
were
would,
like,
they would. I'm telling you, my teacher would be like, get your notes ready. We're going to art. If you want to drop them in the telegraph system, and they
'cause
would.
she knew which teacher was assigned to delivering that stuff that week, and she's like, "Hey, everybody,
Everybody
don't
write a
forget
note.
your note.
That's what I'm saying.
Make
It's funny,
sure you
like-
have 6 notes, everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's what,
Here's a list of the names of students in the other 5th grade
Yeah.
classes. Like,
Well, that's why I'm
in
like,
case you forgot.
As an adult now, I'm like, wow, that was the way the teachers just got each other, man. Is like imagine
I'd be down for that.
But every Monday, every Monday. On our mailbox, on our 5th grade classroom would be all the notes from, and the
Wow.
teacher would walk around and put them
Wow.
on the desks and everything like that.
Wow, that's like
I know once
can
again
see
what
that
I
also
can
being
see
like,
on your face, like, this isn't real,
I
dude.
can
Where
see
did
that,
you go to school? None
but I
of
can
this is
also
real.
see that being like that Valentine's Day where one kid
It was
never
kind-
got a message.
It's
Well,
like Valentine's
yeah.
Day every day. It's not fucking,
Right.
not freaking real. Like,
But it's like, but it's funny. Like as I keep telling the story.
funny.
all I can think of is that episode of The Simpsons where Ralph is waiting for his Valentine from Lisa, and she puts one in out of sympathy.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder.
oh, she
kids always got notes.
Choo chooses me. Oh, you remember? Like,
yeah,
who
no,
doesn't
you're-
remember the episode?
No, I do. But like now that I'm thinking,
I choose you.
Now that
it's a train, Ted. It's funny because it's a train.
I'm thinking back now because all the kids always got notes. So I wonder if the teachers did like that morning, like, oh God, everybody got a note, but you know, young Michael over here. And so they wrote like a fake, like that was the first catfish ever, was like the teacher like
I
telling
feel
him
like,
like
though, I feel
my
like-
secret admirer or something like that. Because nobody wrote notes unless you were like, it wasn't like if you were in a different 5th grade class, like if me and you were boys,
I would
right?
know if mine was written by a teacher because it'd be folded in a square.
What are we calling me, a narc, dude?
I'm just saying, normal people fold their notes into triangles.
No,
You're
they
definitely the
don't.
police. That's like
Okay.
if somebody calls
No, cool. Good story, bro.
if somebody calls the Gatorade by its name, not the color, they're definitely the
No,
police.
no. What shape? Don't lead Google. You're leading Google. Thank you. What shape do you think the Earth is? What the hell? Like,
A
thin rectangle
or
triangle diamond shape
So, see, that one is what I did.
with a pull tab.
That's
what
what I
a
did. I had
pull
I had the square. But anyway, I'm
What
realizing
did it say? Basic fold.
it was a basic
Nah,
fold.
it's cool. You do you, vanilla.
I
It's okay.
went to an
Nah, it's cool.
intermediate
Scroll
school.
down. What does triangle say? But yeah, it doesn't say basic.
You're not suburban school.
It's
You
just,
is
all
coming
it says
out.
is
You're
diamond.
the one with the pull
All it
tab.
says-
You
all
did a
it says-
pull. You did a pull
All it
tab.
says is diamond. Diamond. Triangle is the diamond. All
You did a
right?
pull
Pull
tab.
tab.
Anyway,
okay,
the whole
vanilla.
point was
Vanilla.
but did you have this in your school though that you could write somebody else?
No, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever
Absolutely
heard. No.
That's crazy, right?
That might be the
and
same,
it really look
that's the same level as
Google
the
like the big blue postal bins,
That's the same level as peacocks.
like the U.S. post office. Like like the postal bins, like the
Is
big
there,
blue
there,
ones.
There can't be anybody else in the entire country that had a peacock as a mascot, though. They're like, this is the same level as that.
No, not elementary school. Just like
I wanna see
the.
what they look like.
Well, you still can't spell, but
No, I tried.
luckily Google has AI, which
No, it literally looked. No, it wasn't like that. It was literally the giant blue. It was not that. It was the.
well, he wrote bins. The
The
box.
yeah. See that. It was that, but it was 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide.
8 feet tall.
It was enormous, and you
How many
literally.
were you getting at a time?
It was for the whole school, man. Everybody could throw
Listen,
their letters
now
in there.
that teacher's like, I'm gonna make a bulletin board that's gonna take their
Oh
socks
wait, it's
off.
definitely a scrapbook by now.
Oh yeah,
They probably publish a book on Amazon.
there's got to be a. I'm sure.
I'm
somebody
saying,
has a teacher.
like,
if you're
if
a
I can
teacher
find-
and you have a picture of that bin, please send it.
If you
Actually,
are
if you
one
were
of
ever
my,
a teacher of Ted's, please.
if
reach
you listen
out
to the show,
me.
you're one of my past
Please
teachers.
reach out to me. I have actual cash for you.
But yeah, so but it was never like. I'll finish on this. It was never for like us, right? Like the boys never wrote each other notes because we would just chill at recess. That system was for 5th grade love and 5th grade love only. Like you were writing your girl. So I was in like, and that's why I'm like, this was just prison, dude. I was writing to the outside. I'm in my 5th grade class. I just did the 50 facts test. Did you guys do that? The 50 facts test? Oh shit. I'll save that one for next time.
Oof. Man, your world,
so-
your time machine is definitely not Pierce Brosnan.
I'm living in an alternate timeline, not even a time machine.
You are.
So anyway, or if you're somebody who I went to school with and you remember
I
this
wanna know the 5th grade girl.
outrageous, huh?
I want to know the 5th grade girl.
I'm still very good friends with her.
I have.
She's married now. She's got 2 kids.
I have a story, but it's
Great gal.
Too long. It'll be for another episode. But
She's probably not going to listen to this
bring me
pod,
back to that.
but if she does,
Anyway. Well,
There
next,
was only 50 kids in Ted's 5th grade class.
okay. I wasn't Amish, all right?
no,
Although
it was a
pretty
single.
close.
It was a single classroom.
All right. I want to end on this because
Single classroom.
I've been talking.
creaky floorboards.
Goose, I've been talking to you. We got to end this episode on this because it's too funny. So, other than my absurd way that I was raised, apparently,
Not apparently. It's clear.
It's a parrot, yeah.
public education in Colchester has hopefully come a long way since the giant
It hasn't.
mailbox.
They lost the peacock.
Oh, that's right. We lost the peacock. That's right.
died.
That's right.
It's gotten worse.
It's got. I wonder what they're sending in the mailboxes now. There. But so Dave,
Yes.
our co-host.
Ted.
Now,
Ted.
if you've been along for this ride, if it hasn't become apparent to you, my amazing co-host leads a very eccentric life.
Why do
You know,
people keep saying that? I feel like that's fairly
you know,
normal.
You said it, but
Yeah. My Clementine eating old buddy
Yeah.
here. You live a very eccentric, amazing life, a great life. And it's very good. Like you are a wonderfully
no
caring
wife,
person.
no kids. I have some flexibility.
Flexibility
No
as
pets,
in
so I do
a
no
laser
reason.
that could cut a hole in the side of your car in your living room.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's the size of a small car.
Yeah.
So I wanted to end the episode on this.
Can only imagine.
Anything that you have, maybe this summer, something like that, of just you, not because obviously we've heard what an amazing teacher you are because we do that every week. We talk about the stuff we're doing. We joke about that stuff. Let's talk about you.
Oh, that's creepy.
Anything crazy happened to you recently?
I died last week. That was quick though. It was
No, no, stop. No,
not that I
no,
died.
no,
Like
no.
I just stopped breathing for a little bit, but I'm fine now.
Quickly though. Oh, you're here. So
No, I was just I'm gonna be embarrassed to go back to that party.
you can't go.
Yeah. The crazy thing is like I can guarantee you the minds of where everybody's going. It was not because of anything
Anything bad.
that
No.
it was a anyway, there was I ended up
A mild medical
stopped breathing
thing.
But I'm here.
You made it.
I don't know, I'm thinking about going to Hong Kong next week. I got
Wait, next week?
Yeah, so I went to Japan
I do remember
2
that,
years
yeah.
ago for like a month, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
By the way, with
I think we talked
the
about
Fun
that
for
episode.
Teachers.
Yeah.
Amazing program. Everybody should apply. Fun for Teachers. .org. You just if you've been a teacher for 3 years and you're going back, they'll literally pay for you to have this unbelievable experience so you can bring it back to the classroom.
That's
But I
amazing.
did that, and it was incredible.
So you're just gonna pick up this week and go to Hong Kong.
Well, so what I'm on the fence about is I got to look into it because I know that some countries you can't just go there. Like,
no, you got like a travel visa.
yeah, and so I got to see if that's possible. If that is possible, yeah, maybe I'll do it there for a week or two. So I'll let you know if I'm in the pod next week. But I got
it might be a solo adventure next week.
But
then.
I did think
maybe if you do go, we'll pull you up on the screen.
yeah, there. Oh yeah,
We'll have to obviously adjust for time
no,
because
I would adjust for the time because it's nighttime there. It's a lot of fun there. Anyway, so but I have
all right.
And
Well,
also, if they allow him to FaceTime, I mean,
he's going to Hong Kong.
Yeah, there's
not,
no
not
FaceTime
North.
there.
no FaceTime.
There's no FaceTime or Instagram.
Oh,
There's a lot.
Oh,
of,
that's-
there's
yeah.
a lot
It's a
of
lot of
anyway.
restrictions.
lots of rules.
Anyway, the world is a different place when you leave the U.S. But I will tell you this is that so the concept of Dave in the wild like so I definitely I love to think a lot, which I love that I get to bounce stuff off of you and now Goose and I'm very excited for the Patreon because a lot of my stuff that I have going on in my head I'm gonna be putting on the Patreon and we're already starting to do that, which I love. So if what I'm about to say teases your brain at all, go to this Patreon because I'm going to go into it even deeper. Anyway, I thought about this. Let me lean forward. Let me.
That's a heavy
Let me
lean,
tease
dude.
this for you. All right. So I did this, and I did this past week, and it has really kind of changed the way I think, based on the way I think. So you guys both ready to have your minds blown?
I'm ready.
Already is.
I took my entire life, everything I've ever done,
And you had somebody make a caricature of it.
every class I've ever taken in college, my resume, every class I've ever taken on my resume, every job I've ever had. I went to my bookcase upstairs and I wrote down every single book I've ever read, things that I've liked, movies I like. I put my entire life into ChatGPT.
I knew that was.
And I made a GPT of myself. And I said, this is me. This is every experience I've had. I spent 2 hours talking to myself in a notes app about the path I've taken through life. I uploaded that. I've uploaded every paper I've ever written, everything. And I said, every question I ask you, you respond as if you're me. And then I said, hey, I got this great new idea for a business. What do you think? And it responded. And the response, you couldn't tell it wasn't me. And it thought me and brought my past things in and explained to me why it was a good idea or not a good idea based on me. It believed it was me. Now, you guys may be like, wow, okay, I see what you did there. You just made ChatGPT know everything about you. No. That's not what I'm going to tease you guys with. What I'm going to leave you guys with is this. Why can't I leave my GPT on the blockchain as an NFT? And in 500 years from now, you can talk to me and ask me my opinion as me.
Wow, that was a mic drop, dude. Or even something as simple as being able to talk to a lost loved one or something like that. Like being able to
Why
upload.
not? Why not take?
Let's pause that there because I think that's where you're going. But that's
it's 100%.
that's
But
insane.
you would also want the permission of that person. So like,
for sure.
Like for instance, Einstein. Could I not take everything Einstein's ever written and say and uploaded speeches and transcripts and said, I want you to respond to me as Albert
wild.
Einstein was. And could he do it? Yes, you could. But for a loved one, for me, why can I not take that GPT now, finish it as I finish my life, and then leave it for posterity?
He's 2025 Bilbo Baggins.
Is that not an interesting
Do you know who
concept,
Bilbo
though?
Baggins is?
But it'll forever live on the blockchain.
It will.
As that, like, could that not be something that you could do? Like, is that
Yeah.
not something that's super cool?
That book was
Like,
called The
imagine
Hobbit.
a living headstone,
Yeah.
and you can literally go talk to me as if I was there. You could ask me questions based on my life. Say, hey, I got this girl problem. What do you think? And it literally tells
I would
you.
never ask you that.
And it
ever.
literally says,
wouldn't ask
it
you
literally
that.
I would
says,
definitely
well,
never- that
Dave
wouldn't-
lived with a plant named Tiger.
I was going to say
I'm
that.
not sure that that's good. Like,
Yeah, let's leave it there because if there was one question to that thing, that I would never ask
no
you.
kids, here we are.
Giant laser, 2.5, 3 hours
You know
to
what you
upload
need?
everything to ChatGPT.
You need a laser in your living room.
If you want to ask me about relationship advice,
Have you stopped breathing lately?
with that, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We are Non-Professional Development. I am Ted.
I am Dave.
Please catch us on all of our socials. You can catch us up on YouTube. You can get us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you can get your podcasts. We are on Instagram at Non-Professional Development. Please come check us out. Come talk to us. Have a good weekend. Take care.